Hi everyone, my name is Claire Marino. I am at Mount Hope Family Center. I have already been there for a semester over the summer, so I kind of already have a bit of an established relationship with my supervisor and colleagues. However, it is still kind of an ongoing growing process um, that I still feel like I'm working on, and I still feel like that I can improve. However, when I started at my internship, I definitely wanted a relationship that I felt comfortable enough to talk to my supervisor about struggles I was having, about concerns I was having, if I was unsure about something, you know, having the confidence and the trust that I could go to them about whatever. And I guess in the same with my colleagues as well. Um, Now I definitely feel like I do have that um, a little bit of that trust and that confidence. Um, but I still feel like there's still some work that could be done there to further improve that. One of the themes from the reading, what was it called? It was the Seven Ways to Play Well with Others by Susan Heathfield. Um, it was number, if I can find it here. It was number 7. Help other employees find their greatness. So currently, I am being trained. Myself and other interns are being trained to take the role of experimenter 2 during visits, during research visits. So we've been trained on experimenter 3, which just involves running the cameras. So it's pretty straightforward, just like technological stuff. But experimenter 2 actually gets to run most of the tasks with the child during the visits. So it's a lot more of a workload and responsibility. And it's been a very tedious learning process. And yeah, so I've been doing a lot of like mock visits where I will pretend to be the researcher, and one of my staff members of the research assistants will pretend to be the kid, and we'll go through all the tasks and stuff like that. Sometimes we will train with the other interns, so it's kind of like one intern will do the task and then we'll switch, and just so that we can like learn from each other's mistakes. But it's been a lot because you have to be able to know the protocol and follow the rules, but also know it well enough to the point where you're not relying on the script, because you have to be engaged with the child, and kids are unpredictable and they do crazy stuff, and you have to be able to take control of them when you need to move on with the research visit. So it's definitely been a huge challenge compared to the previous training that I've gone through at Mount Hope. But one thing that I have found super helpful in kind of easing my comfort level in the environment around me, which then helps me feel more connected and more like I belong in the environment, is just the amount of support and the amount of confidence that others have in me. When we've been training and running these practice visits, there's definitely a lot of constructive criticism, but there's also a lot of positive reinforcement and, just a ton of support. Like, if you're doing something right, like, the research assistants would be like, yes, good job, this is awesome, like, this is what you're doing right, and this is good because X, Y, Z, that sort of thing. And then, even from like the other interns, when we're training together, it's helpful to have that positive reinforcement and that encouragement from them, because then it's like, especially during when you're learning something new that's like kind of difficult to get and you feel like you're not getting it and you're getting down on yourself, and beating yourself up about it, it's really helpful to have that encouragement from others, because it's like, okay, they trust me, they have confidence in me, they believe in me, and it helps you believe in yourself. So that I feel has been really helpful. And then I think giving that support to others, other interns, other staff members, if there's a new intern that comes along, I think that's really helpful, because when you give it to other people, usually it's reciprocated back. So if there's an instance where you need it, it will get reciprocated back, because you've built kind of that relationship of, we're going to support each other, and we're going to, tell each other when we're doing stuff right, and we're going to give constructive criticism when things aren't right. But, at the end of the day, there is just that relationship of support. Um, so that's what I resonated with from the article. Um, a specific action that I will take during my internship. I think this just, for me, I think I need to be more comfortable with being myself around colleagues and my supervisor, just because I think I hold like a lot of high expectations for myself. And think like, okay, all business, gotta do this, this, and this, gotta, be perfect, not make mistakes. But I think what I've learned a lot recently is that, we are all human, we all make mistakes. You don't need to be all business and completely perfect and everything. So I think what I will try to do is just kind of relax a little bit more and allow myself to kind of give myself that slack to, like, okay, this is okay if you mess this up, this is okay, whatever, you don't have to be like this, I don't know, put on this facade, I guess. And I want to kind of be more myself. And I think this speaks to the part in the article that talks about verbal and nonverbal communication. And I think that goes a long way, both verbal and nonverbal communication. Talking to different colleagues and interns is something that I want to do, having more casual conversations and just building more of that environment of support and trust. And then also nonverbal communications are really important too. So one thing I want to do is, I guess, just be more like outgoing or friendly in both my nonverbal presentations, because that also does get reciprocated, and that's something that we like. We like to have friendly relationships with people and be able to converse with them and stuff like that. So it doesn't have to all be business. So that is my opinion, and I look forward to hearing what your opinions are.